Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Wednesday, August 19, 2015, around 7:12 in the morning, Billerica, Massachusetts. Nice and sunny out today, maybe some thunder showers. Still humid, and it's going to be downright muggy until at least next Monday. Some news to report. Boston Red Sox beat Cleveland Indians by a score of 9-1. The Red Sox have named Dave Dombrowski its new president of baseball operations, and Ben Cherington stepping down as general manager of the Red Sox. Sad news to report in the world of Hollywood. Actress Yvonne Craig, who was famous for playing Batgirl, passed away at the age of 78. And also legendary TV producer Bud Yorkington, who's produced such series as Good Times and Different Strokes, passed away at the age of 89. And former spokesman of Subway, Jared Fogon, is going to plead guilty to child porn charges. And he's going to be a registered sex offender for the rest of his life. So sad. That's about it on news. My first video subject of the day is about the review of SummerSlam 1991 WWE pay-per-view. This was 4th annual SummerSlam, and this took place in August 26th, 1991, from the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. And it was subtitled "A Match Made in Heaven, A Match Made in Hell." The match made in heaven was the marriage between the Macho Man Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth. On WWE TV, they were really married in real life for 7 years before. And the match made in hell was a 3-on-2 handicap match. Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior facing off against Sergeant Slaughter, Colonel Mustafa, who's the Iron Sheik, and General Adnan, who was Sheik Adnan Al-Khelsi, special referee Sid Justice. And this is what happened on the card. There was one dark match before the pay-per-view. It was Koko B. Ware facing off against Kato, or what Lord Alfred Hayes would have called him, Kato. Kato was Paul Diamond under a mask. Koko B. Ware won this match with a missile drop kick. And here's what happened on the pay-per-view. Called by Gorilla Monsoon, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and Rowdy Piper. The first match was a 6-man tag team match. It was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the Texas Tornado Kerry Von Erich, and the British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith facing off against the Warlord and Power and Glory, Paul Roma and Hercules, with Slick in their corner. This was about a 10-minute match. Ricky Steamboat pinned Paul Roma with the flying crossbody, and this was probably the Power and Glory's last match together and stuff. It was an okay 6-man tag team match. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat would be gone from the WWE within a few weeks and go back to WCW. The next match was for the Intercontinental title. It was Bret the Hitman Hart, the challenger, facing off against Mr. Perfect with Coaches in his corner. It wasn't Jonathan Coachman. It was actually Coach, who was John Tulis, who was like a legendary wrestler on the West Coast in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and he got a gimmick as a coach, a football coach. And this was a great match and stuff. Mr. Perfect wrestled this match with a serious bad back, but he put in a gallant effort, but Bret Hart put Mr. Perfect in the sharpshooter, and he gave up. And this was Bret's first WWE singles title with the Intercontinental title. The next match was a tag team match. It was an actual disasters Typhoon and Earthquake with the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, facing off against the Bushwhackers, Luke and Bush. Whoa, yeah. Originally, this was going to be the Natural Disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon, against Jake the Snake Roberts and Andre the Giant, but Andre the Giant was no condition to wrestle. Plus, Jake the Snake Roberts turned heel, so they couldn't do that, and the Bushwhackers took their place because, the Tugboat turned on the Bushwhackers on a televised match on Superstars 2 months prior and changed his name to Typhoon. This was a total squash match. Earthquakes beat pinned Luke in about 5 minutes with the sit-down splash. Afterwards, the natural disasters were going to attack Andre the Giant, but the Legion of Doom rescued them, Andre and stuff. The next match was for the $1 Million bout. It was Virgil facing off against the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase with Sensational Sherry in his corner. It was for the $1 Million title. Actually, Sherry interfered in the match early on, but the referee Earl Hebner told the match to continue and stuff. It was a decent match. It was like Virgil put Ted DiBiase in the $1 Million Dream, and Virgil won. The next match was a grudge match. It was the Big Boss Man facing off against the Mountie with the mouth of himself, Jimmy Hart. With the loser of this match spending the night in New York City jail. This was a gimmicky match. Big Boss Man won by giving the slam to him. Afterwards, the Mountie was arrested, cut it off, and spent the night in New York City jail. The next match was for the WWE Tag Team Championships. It was a no disqualification match. It was the Nasty Boys, Knobs and Sags, with the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, in their corner, facing off against the Legion of Doom, Hawk, and Animal. It was no disqualification match. It was like a brawl and stuff. Nasty's using chairs and stuff. But like the Legion of Doom, took the motorcycle helmet from Jimmy Hart and hit both of the Nasty Boys, and then they delivered the Doomsday device to Sags. Hawk pinned Sags 1, 2, 3. The Legion of Doom become WWE Tag Team Champions. They were the first tag team ever to win the NWA, AWA, and WWE Tag Team Championship. The next match was Erwin R. Shyster, also known as IRS, facing off against Greg the Hammer Valentine. This was, not a great match. Hammer was out of place as a face and stuff, and Hammer did the figure 4 leg lock, but IRS reversed it and did an inside cradle. 1, 2, 3. WWE was pushing IRS as a mid-card heel and stuff. Valentine felt very, very out of place as a face. It was a pointless face turn and stuff, but probably it was just for the money. And then the main event, it was Hulk Hogan, WWE Champion, and the Ultimate Warrior facing off against Sergeant Slaughter, Colonel Mustafa, and General Adnan. And the special guest referee was Sid Justice, and this was really a match made in hell because Slaughter, Mustafa, and General Adnan were not main event wrestlers at this point. General Adnan was a manager. The Colonel Mustafa way past his prime and stuff, and the sympathy for Sergeant Slaughter ran its course months ago and stuff. It was a typical tag team match. Hogan and Warrior won, and Hogan pinned Slaughter with the leg drop and stuff. Warrior chases Mustafa and General Adnan away, and backstage Vince McMahon fired him afterwards and stuff. And then Hogan and Sid Vicious have a pose down afterwards and stuff because Hogan and Sid became buddies and stuff. And they also had Randy Macho Man Savage get married to Miss Elizabeth during the middle of a card. It was a tearjerker thing with the wedding and stuff, but it was, that had no place on the paid-per-view and stuff. It was just to sell tickets and stuff, my opinion and stuff. They should have had a couple of other matches on SummerSlam 91 and stuff. What did I think of SummerSlam 91? It was probably one of the worst SummerSlams to date and stuff. The only thing that probably saved this from being a total disaster was Bret the Hitman Hart's match with Mr. Perfect and the Legion of Doom Nasty Boys match, but the rest of the card was it was kind of a Saturday night's main event stuff. It was awful. I give it a D. SummerSlam 1991, and that's about it on that. Be back later. 2 more video blogs, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. First video blog will be about ideas for the digital network like MeTV, Antenna TV, Cozy TV, Decades, and and like Buzzer about some programming that they should really consider over the next few months. Programming ideas. The third and final video blog of the night will be about former Houston Rockets center Yao Ming. Keep calm. And I'm Julie Bread and Guy. Molly Rosenblunt of Fox 35 Rocks and has nice legs and a nice smile. And in the words of Sean Lucia, get out! Bye now!